And we're back. Okay then, let's see where things stand. Believe, yes, we're still working... Oh no, actually, Garoon's tomb is complete. Happy days. Eventually we'll have a torch out there as well, so it'll shed light down, cast it down over Garoon's tomb. Or maybe not. Maybe the torch won't be put up there, actually. On second thought. Garoon doesn't need a torch, he's dead. No, they've decided Garoon does need a torch, after all. Very well. Now, what we want is, firstly, to block this off. So we want to build a wall made of dirt. Right about there. Next, we want to start doing all the crazy stuff with mechanics and things. That is a machine shop. And this is a tinker's bench, and this is also a tinker's bench. We could make crossbows, but we need an engineering station now, though. So we need a workbench, chair, and a wrench. Very well. Workbench, a chair, and a wrench. Do you need to make wrenches? Yes, you do. I'll have a copper wrench, please. There we are. We'll have marble chairs. And a workbench. We'll make this one out of... I think it's apple wood up there. I'm fairly certain it's apple wood they're making it out of. Get to it. Where's the mattress going? We need that mattress all the way up there, please. Wow. Garoon, the vampiric green skins sucked me off. Okay. That's going to change everything. There we are. I know that's not why you said that, but that's what you're going to get on your tomb. Funny man, I infected you with Darkest Dungeon. That's fantastic. I approve. I need to record more of that. Oh, well, maybe I won't record it. I'm not sure if I'm going to upload it, but I certainly need to stream it more. Confused.dan. Hey, Ava, guess what? What, Confused.dan? Tell me. I must now know. Oh dear. Okay, good. No one's going out there to fight. I am pleased. Ooh, fantastic. You're putting this together already? Well played. Garoon says those dirty greenskins, but really, who's the most dirty here? Garoon or the greenskins? I fancy we all know the truth. Right, we want some blade traps. Some blade traps down here. And some spike traps, maybe. Some... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we'll have a series of... 5 of these. Sorry, I mean 4 of those, sorry. And 3 spike traps. Let's get all of those going. Oh, Confused.dan! Thank you very much for subscribing, mate. That's wonderful. I am very appreciative of it. Can we get a few kapoys? But confused.dan. We're also going to need a sword blade and a spike. Oh man, I'm going to need to make a weaponsmith now. Well, we'll come back to the blade in a moment. So we need the mechanism... Sorry, the trap bases require a mechanism base and a spring. Mechanism base, a gear and a spring. Do I make the spring here? No. Actually, how many gears are needed for each mechanism base? 2 gear for each mechanism base. And 1 spring. So I'm going to need 14 springs. And just 7 gears, because then you make 2 gears at a time. There we go. Now I want a workshop, metal, and a weaponsmith, which requires an anvil, a ball-peen hammer, a hearth, and a bellows. Yeah, we'll have that. I'll nestle that one up over there. We're going to want an anvil. Make it out of copper. Ball-peen hammer. Make it out of copper as well. A hearth and a bellows. Actually, what did I make those ones out of? It looks like I made the bellows out of birch and the hearth out of marble. There we go. Fantastic. Right, there we are. Once all of that's made, I just need to make 4 bronze sword blades. And then we're going to have a trap corridor. A worthy trap corridor for slaying goblin folk. But just in case our gnomes are stupid and decide to charge out and try to meet the goblins, let's make a little passageway that they need to go through. We're going to want carved brick floors. Yeah, I think so. This way, our gnomes shouldn't see them approaching, so won't be tempted to charge out and try and kill them. And thus get caught in their own bloody traps. Because you know what would happen otherwise. You know it would happen. Also, I'm going to need to build floors. Smooth stone floors. I really do like the smooth stone for top capping walls. Oh dear. Everyone is suddenly calling everyone senpais. What have you all begun? Oh, we all know my gnomes will be stupid enough to walk out there. It's going to happen. They will charge blindly out there and then get caught in their own traps. It's just... maybe I live in hope even though I shouldn't. And we also want another set of stairs going up. Block stairs, marble block. Right there. And then we're going to want some more bone flooring. And slowly, the Tower of the Damned is going to creep up till it's about on par with this, and then the enemies can enter through there, I think. This is not much of a labyrinth, of course, but it's a very early part. This should go down a few more layers, go through a twisty-turny... the thing is, it's not going to be a labyrinth, but rather it's going to be a lot of corridors leading to pockets where I just store enormous amounts of stone and dirt, and eventually bars that I don't want, like copper bars, and then allow golems to spawn down there. There we go, fantastic. Right, we want to set this up with probably a tier 2 priority on this one, and we want sword blades made of bronze. Only 4. I also need to set this up with a priority as well. This one's going to be a 2. Whereas this one is now a 3. And what are these? They don't have priorities. Hello, Mr. WTFF. Garoon, I don't believe that enemies can go underwater, but you could make a flooded tunnel, or rather, I mean, you'd have to manually cause the flood. That is, you'd have to have a certain tile that you dig out to create a flood. Like you'd have a large water reservoir, allow the enemies to go through an incredibly long twisty-turny tunnel, and then you channel out a specific block that results in a flood into the tunnel. Like maybe you could have several blocks that restrict access to puddles, to pools into which the water would pour. Yeah, you could do something like that. You'd have the reservoir above the twisty-turny tunnel with certain little areas where you could build a wall, and it would allow the reservoir to drain into the tunnels rather than flowing into it from the side, because water can only travel a certain distance before it kind of loses its pressure and starts to evaporate. But if you're pouring it in from on top, it can do that a little bit better. Yeah, you could definitely set up something like that. Damn it, Garoon, that's a good idea. I think maybe that is a mega project worth working on. Hello, Elijah Bailey. And Mr. WTFF, I am playing Gnomoria. Oh, Logywonk, what a fantastic idea. Yes, you could use a mechanical wall as a floodgate. I wasn't even thinking about that, but yes, you could absolutely do that. I think there are even pumps. I could be mistaken though. I'm not sure on that. But yes, you could use that to flood a whole area repeatedly. I like this. I like this a lot. Sly Slick Fox. I'm not sure that Spore is really a game that would translate well to being streamed. Sorry, to being played, because, well, the thing with Spore is that it's only going to be fun in the first couple of stages. By the time you get to the Galaxy stage, the game loses a lot of its momentum. So we want... I think we were making more blade traps than spike traps, so... 1, 2, 3. And then the spike traps. Sorry, the blade traps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Real one. My problem with Gnomoria is closing the game when a gnome dies and restarting from the last save takes me ages. I guess that would take ages, yes. I actually like having the story that develops through that sort of thing. For example, if I didn't allow, you know, deaths to stand and I just restarted all the time, I wouldn't have all these beautiful tombs in the hills and all of these skulls that I'm putting up just to spite the people who've killed my beloved gnomes. And I wouldn't have, you know, such messages like, on the 12th of summer, year 2, heroically sacrificed themselves, let me have a look, to push back the mant hordes. That is, I think, Victor Noons. Yeah, Victor Noons heroically sacrificed themselves to push back the mant hordes. And this is Garoon's tomb. And Garoon has a particularly beautiful story. On the 4th of winter, year 2, he was sucked off by a vampiric greenskin. I mean, you would just miss out on all of this prose and poetry. Good old dependable Garoon. Man, this mattress. It's straw that we lack. We need these fills to be planted, but it's only now that we've actually got people able to do it. Ah, finally. More beautiful tea is being planted. Our druids are at a stage now where they can manage the enormous yield of our mushroom farms. We're going to need more, though, because once that one starts to produce, they're never going to have any work to do. They will always be down here. That's 1, that's 2. This is 3. Given how important the wheat farms are, I'll make that one a 1 priority as well. But that one's going to remain at the 2. You're never going to get a day off Petrified Pie. You are going to toil in the mushroom caves for as long as you're alive. The only escape from the mushroom caves that you will ever know is death. Well, I hope you enjoy the stream, Mr. WTFF. That is fantastic. If there are pumps, then yes, that is definitely something we could do. We could have a gigantic drowning pit. So, okay, the plan for our trap system here is growing by the minute. We will continue to have a way in, but this is going to be an automatic trap system that is triggered by an alpaca or something that will run away from any attackers and will walk over a pressure plate, triggering a mechanical wall to seal and prevent any attackers from getting in. So they'll have to path through a new direction, which will be up across a bridge of bone and lined with goblin skulls, down through the Tower of the Damned, down into the lower labyrinthine catacombs, where I might even have a couple of our tombs, you know, just watchful guardians trying to lead the greenskins astray. They'll move through it, they'll enter a couple of pocket rooms where I will just leave bars that I don't want, like copper and tin, also stones that I don't want, like colours that I don't particularly want, or dirt in large quantities, so golems will constantly spawn down there. So they'll have to fight their way through the golems, then they'll get all the way through, and then they'll enter the drowning chamber, which will be a very long twisty-turny path with a massive reservoir of water above it that will be activated by mechanical walls to drain into it once the greenskins are there, thus killing them all, and then seal up afterwards, and I can pump the water back up. It sounds like a fantastic idea to me. I think we're onto something with this, everyone. I might be, my imagination might be exceeding my reach, but I don't care. You know what we need, though? We need a proper pasture for our alpacas, because that is just not a good enough pasture. No. Not good enough at all. Emu pasture, seriously? Have I just got 2 males or something? No, female and male. The male is exhausted. Bless him. Oh, they're both exhausted. Are you all exhausted? Yak, are you exhausted too? Oh, my lord. They're having sex all the time. They're just not laying any chicks. Stupid bloody emus. Well, I think we want to push this area out a little bit so that I can get out there and... let's dig a hole down there. And we'll slowly pull this area down until we've got this area cordoned off, and then we can expand out and have a large alpaca pasture. Wool for everyone. Sly Slick Fox, I'm really not sure what I would do in a miniseries. I guess I could. I'll think about it. But the reality is, about the only part of Spore that I really enjoy is the cell stage and then the creature stage straight after it. After that, the enjoyment starts to bleed away. And I put that down largely. I mean, I don't even enjoy the cell stage as much as I think I would have. But I put it down largely to what was said the game would be, and then what it ended up being. The classic blunder of showing your cards too early, and then not being able to live up to the promise, basically. Take care, Sumi. Damn it, guys, come out. Come on, I need you to do this. Okay, cancel that job. Exactly, funny man. Therein is the problem. That version doesn't exist. The only good version of Spore is the one that didn't get made. But I do enjoy the cell stage. I do enjoy the creature stage to a degree. But again, I would have enjoyed the cell stage a lot more if it was more scientific, instead of the cutesy cells with big googly eyes kind of thing going on. Come on, we need this done. Almost there now. Yeah, they promised an underwater stage. I was really looking forward to that. I'd been waiting for the game for like a year. Maybe 2 years. I can't even remember how far ahead they announced it. But me and my friends were all waiting around for it. And the day it launched, like everyone came around my place. And we just downloaded the game at the same time. And we had like a mini LAN party. And my computer was up on the TV. My other friend had his on the laptop. My other friend had hers on just her desktop on the living room table with another friend beside her. And we were all playing it. And it was like, oh, this is actually not the game that we were all looking forward to. What the hell? This is the biggest disappointment of the year. It was, and I guess it's unfortunate because that disappointment is what I've been left with Spore. Like, that is what I think about now when I think about Spore. I'm sure it's a fun game in its own right. It's just it could have been more. Donk. There we go.